All right. Looks like we are live. Let me just make sure. Yep. Looking good. Nice. No ad this week. That's exciting. All right. Welcome in, everybody. Preps Texas with Christopher Like's profile picture is saying hello, GeoPimps and Ewan. We are live. We are indeed live. Welcome in, everybody. It is another exciting Sunday. We are, 169 countries deep right now. We're somewhere in what looks like Central or Eastern Europe. And we're ready for another great evening. I think there's a universe where we hit 200 tonight. And I hope we live in that one. So, let's get this kicked off. We see... This is Luxembourg, actually. This is not where I thought it was. This is just fully Luxembourg. Cat saying hello, all. Hello, cats. Is it? I think it's also showing a different username for cats today. This could be YouTube playing with the stuff again, which we love. Anyway... These are just Luxembourg plates and Luxembourg style houses. It's kind of the it's kind of like a pastel palette. That's what the Luxembourgish houses look like, and that kind of fits with this house here, and the plates, and then these signs will that matches. Those are in German. This is Luxembourg. Does anyone object to that? Catching up in the chat. Christopher likes saying, oh yeah, why are the usernames? I don't know why the usernames are weird right now. That's another fun one that I guess YouTube's doing. Iltired saying, live with a mint julep, watching the garden grow. Oh, live live with a mint julep, watching the garden grow. What's a julep? I haven't heard of that. Yeah, exactly, cats. I'm thinking Luxembourg. Yeah, Cat's saying, it's not showing my actual name. I don't know what YouTube's just being so weird. What? Again, I'm not going to try to troubleshoot this right now. I don't think this is even something I can fix. AM21RC, you and you, sir, are an American hero. Thank you. Much appreciated. I like to think of myself as such. Let's do Luxembourg. Love it. Awesome, 170. See if we get easy rounds like that. 200 will be easy. So that kind of looked German. This is also looking German. It is German. But are we in Germany or Austria? And I wish I knew more German political parties. I really can't tell. Or even the logo. I wish I knew German political logos. That would be enough here. That's .de right there. Boom, boom. Iltired saying, try switching profiles in the upper left corner to get to the right account. Does mine show Iltired? Yes, yours shows Iltired. It's weird. It's everyone's account, but it's everyone's @ rather than username, which is odd. But there's .de on that poster. It's a political poster. They're not going to do political advertising outside of their normal country. So, I think it's safe to say we're in Germany. Any objections to that? Worry Shay saying, yo, what is up, Worry Shay? We've got another one over here. Christopher likes saying, so who is who today? I'm going off profile pictures. It might be confusing to anyone new joining in who sees a message from Preps Texas and then me call it Christopher Like, but it's honestly too weird to change. I can't. It'll break my brain. So Germany. Anything going on here? For funsies, let's try to Google this. YouTube live usernames instead of like channel names? Yeah, yep, there we go. Reddit r/YouTube. Why is YouTube showing @ handles instead of channel names? Okay. Also, handles are unique. Same username can be used by multiple users. Oh, the stream is frozen. You're not actually even seeing the Google search that I just did. That's fun. Okay, well, let's fix that. Whoops. Okay. So much today. There we go. Yeah. So since handles are unique, while same username can be used by multiple users, it's probably a way to make impersonating other users harder. But yeah, apparently this seems to be happening. So that's fun. We have to deal with that, as well as the purple crowns. Rory Shea is asking, does my profile picture show up? Yes, the JD Vance meme picture shows up. But let's do Germany. Cool. We got it. Freezeite's jumping in. The only American hero I know is Sammy Marco, given his Marines recruitment. Big ups to the next stealth fighter pilot. Yeah, but word on the street is Sammy Marco has traveled to Missouri to pilot B-2 bomber. Don't tell any of our adversaries that. But yeah, Freezeite saying Drew broke YouTube again. It would seem it. It would seem he did. YouTube sees Drew and it's just like, not dealing with that. Warisha saying fire. So saw some EU plates back there. God, that's just scribbles. This is interesting. This likely Balkan. You know what? I'm not gonna commit to that statement. This could be. You know where this is? This might be Turkey. Yeah, Freezeite saying Turkey. Iltired saying Turkey. Yeah, Cat saying Turkey. It's Turkey. Look at the alphabet. 100% Turkey. Any objections to that? Pretty easy one there. Surprised I haven't seen a flag. Usually a very patriotic country. But let's go ahead and do it. Awesome. Good news. We've made 3 correct guesses in country streaks. Wait, claim. Oh, it went away. Freezeite saying that this is Japan. The big Poyo, Turkey. Yes, Turkey is indeed a cousin of Poyo. I don't know how to say Turkey in Spanish. We good with Japan? Yeah, this just is Japan. Does anyone object? Yep, Cat saying it. Christopher likes saying, yeah, YouTube needs to quit messing with things. I completely agree. Would love if we just kept it how it was. Because also, usernames are what's actually usually legible. People's ats are always tons of people have weird clusters of numbers in their ats because it's just a unique identifier. Using the unique identifier it's like how I don't refer to someone by their social security number. I refer to them by their name, and lots of people have the same name. It's just how it works. But let's do Japan. Iltired, what are you saying? That would explain why no flags. Oh, next to Armenia. Gotcha. All right, Japan. Love it. Moving on. Okay. So pavo is Turkey in Spanish. I've never it's just not something that ever occurred to me. It's not a word I felt I'd ever need. All right, deer. 3,000 meters. For a second, it kind of looked like a kangaroo before I zoomed in. I got super excited because I was like, easy. Easy round. Oh, these are French signs. It's that easy. Yeah, and this is French. Yep. There's obviously a world where this is Belgium, but those are French signs. Church of Saint Pierre. I don't know what that is. I think that's a French stop sign back there too. I'm confident. Yeah, I'm pretty confident. Yeah, Freezite saying it's not a popular food, TBH. Yeah, I can't think of many turkeys in Spanish-speaking countries. Yeah, just more French. Christopher Like saying Ryan Trahan's 50 State series has been fun to watch. I remember you mentioned that before. What is that exactly again? I can't remember. This is so definitely France. Does anyone care if I send France here? I'm gonna go look for some cars real quick. Just super quick. To see if there's any kind of like the Belgian red from the plate. I need to be sure. Sammy Marco's joining in, saying good evening, chat. Good evening, Sammy Marco. Hope you are well. License plate. Here we go. Not seeing any red. Any red? Not seeing any red. Not seeing any red. Freezite asking, are Belgian signs different? I don't know, but the French signs are so iconic to me that I feel like I would have noticed by now if Belgium had the same ones. Does that make sense? I'm so confident in this. Sammy Marco saying I had to work today. Rent is $750 a month, and I had to pay the first one today. It's so painful. Yep, it's fun. Rent is fun, dude. Rent is so much fun. Especially since like one paycheck just gets absolutely nuked each month. And it's like that's the rent paycheck. Iltired saying Peugeot's a French car, but you see Peugeots all over the place. Just not really in North America. Like I'm pretty sure you see them in the UK. Right. Christopher like saying 50 states, 50 days in Airbnbs, raising money for St. Jude. Okay, I think I remember you talking about that now. And we're back to the start. Freezite saying Lieutenant Sammy Marco's here. Iltired saying welcome to adulthood, wait until the mortgage. I'd love a mortgage at this point. It's probably less than my rent. Personally. I'll take that. Iltired saying not Quebec, the sign says stop. Yeah, I'm so convinced this is France. 100%. Freezite saying, yeah, wait until you have to pay property taxes. Very fun. We'll say I don't have experience with that one yet. Iltired saying mort is French for death. The idea being you pay until you die. Yay. Yay. Crippling debt. Love it. Sammy Marco saying, my parents' mortgage is less than $1,000 a month. We got the house for $25,000. 250,000. It's now worth 500,000. I mean, that's nice. That is pretty solid. Okay, I'm doing it. Anybody just firmly like, no, don't be an idiot. Because I'm so confident. But this is a democracy where I sometimes go around the will of the people. Very rarely, like one time. Yeah. Christopher like saying it's the world's way of saying you die in debt. It's not your problem anymore if you die. I'm doing it. Yep. Knew it. Big brain. It was the signs. This is somewhere. Rorisha saying you good, Jitterbug. Appreciate it. These are plates that I'm unfamiliar with. Also, big news this week. Vietnam now has coverage on Google Street View. So we need to be aware of... Okay. This is Laos. I think... No, this isn't Laos. Laos has more North American style plates. Yeah, ignore that. Oh my... No, that's Hebrew. I am an idiot. I saw an alphabet. I don't know. It's like, yeah, it's something. Cat's asking, is this Israel? Yeah, that makes more sense. These are Israeli plates. That makes so much more sense. Freezite asking if Sammy Marco started school yet. Sammy Marco apparently in late August. Gotcha, exciting. Alright, Israel. Let's do it. Yup. Ooh, this is kind of nice. I think... Wonder if I can just get this quickly without... I think Mexico. Right? Pollo. Hold up. So for those... So Ray means king. So this is it says king chicken. So that's funny. Anyway, moving on. Where is something that will confirm this? All right. Ill-Tired saying, speaking of boot camp, summer buzz cut has returned. No, you got to do it. It's too hot right now to maintain any kind of flow with the hair. You got to keep it light. You got to keep it uncomplicated. All right, I'm seeing Mexican flags in the chat. Yeah. Arturo Hernandez saying Mexico. Send the Mexican flag. Sammy Marco saying Rey de los Pollos. King of the chickens. Freezite saying, yeah, quickly we end up failing. No YOLO. I'm not YOLOing it. I'm not. I'm using my brain, and my brain is saying Mexico. See, Sammy Marco saying Mexico. See, there's Claro right here, which is in all of Latin America. This is Mexico. That's not 100%, aha, this is clearly Mexico, but it's got the front plates, they're the right size. It looks like it could be Mexico. It speaks Spanish. Katz is saying Mexico is a town in Mexico, right? That would be super helpful to know. Come on, keep moving. Yeah, okay, keep going. Sammy Marco sending the definition of mortgage. Yeah, literally meaning dead pledge. That's hilarious. This looks very Aztec. Nothing else there. We just need a patriotic Mexican to hang a flag somewhere. Yeah, Christopher likes saying Mexico send. I feel confident, but I don't want to do anything stupid. This should be... Nope, great. Would love to be able to read this sign. This is Guatemala right here. Arturo Hernandez saying Mexican phone numbers start with 52. Okay, that's super helpful. Yeah, Freezite saying wouldn't be surprised if this were Guatemala. In Guatemala, can't you see the plates, the mirrors, right? Yeah, Freezite saying, "Ha, told you." Hold on. All right. Let's hold up. The Mexican country code is extremely helpful, but we need to find somewhere where they would include the country code. which I feel like... Oh, okay, cool, we're back. Which I feel like we're not going to see. Because you don't just... Like, walking down the street, you don't see places do the +1 for their phone number. I feel like so many people don't even know that that's a thing, that country codes are a thing. So I wouldn't expect to see one just casually for no reason. Katz is saying I originally thought of Guatemala because the chicken mascot was popular there. I think we've seen it here before, or we've seen it in Guatemala before, but also, in complete honesty, I have literally seen that store in the Philippines. So I don't think us having seen it in Guatemala before is worth much. Yeah, Sammy Marco saying Americans want country codes. I know. It's... Where are we... I can't even tell which direction we've come from at this point. It keeps moving the wrong way. Okay, Freezite saying Tigo is a sports channel for Central American countries. Alright, good to know. Speaking of sports in Central America, if somebody wants to just provide an update when the U.S.-Costa Rica game is over, that would be really cool. Gallo... Okay, yeah, Freezite saying versus TV Azteca or Televisión for Mexico. Okay. Menuet saying hello all. Rafael Mello saying yo Ewan. What is up, Menuet and Rafael Mello? Welcome in. We think we're currently in Guatemala maybe. But we can't find... I'm losing my mind at it just sending us the wrong way constantly. Yeah, Rafael Mello making his monthly appearance to say hello. Good to see you in the chat. Any chance you know if this is Guatemala or Mexico? Camas Florida. Gallo Cerveza. I feel... This isn't going to be helpful. I feel like that's a Mexican or a Guatemalan brand. But that's not remotely a helpful observation. Okay, Christopher Lex saying 2-1 to the U.S. Thank you for that. It was not 2-1 when I last checked. What if we flip a coin? What if we, at 175 countries deep, for the lulz, flip a coin? I think that would be hilarious. Katz is saying, please no coin flipping. You're missing out on how funny that would be, though. Okay, Rafael Mello saying, look at the pink building there. Looking for the pink building, pink building. I think we came from this way. Going back, pink building. Baldizon Presidente. Mixco again. Yeah, okay, everyone's saying the coin flip suggestion has been brutally shot down. Okay, Rafael Mel saying not this pink building. This pink? Come on. I'm losing my mind with this. It's just sending me the wrong direction. Okay. You saying the pink church? I don't see a pink church. I think, what if I found a coin and just flipped it for fun, and then we see if we'd gotten it right? To the left. Which to the left? Oh, this right here. Okay. Yes, this is a church. Yeah, Catholic Church, San Jose. Thing is, there's nothing on here that's too helpful. Okay, Rory Shea saying Balazon is Guatemala. Okay. Where did we see Balazon? Is my memory just gone? Okay, Cat's saying there's a volcano in the background that's triangular. Okay. FML is saying pretty sure it's Guatemala. Cat's saying no Mexico, just saying Mixco. I might now remember Mexico and Guatemala. Okay. Funsies, let's look around. I feel like we're safe with Guatemala at this point. Sammy Marco saying, don't we already see the Mexico country code? I don't... Did we? I know Arturo Hernandez said it, but... I didn't know we saw it. Whataburger. You've heard of Whataburger. Now there's Whataburger. All right, sick. That's not what I would have guessed. That's not the clue I would have thought we'd get. And Sammy Marco asking, is Whataburger from Guatemala? Okay. Well, I think we're all good then. Oh, okay, the Q. The Q is the currency. Q times... Yep. There we go. That's the currency right there. All right. Let's do it. That's not what I expected at all. Yep, there's Mexico. Whataburger. I'm sorry. I'm Whataburger. I can't type Whataburger. This is so funny. Okay, I don't know. Okay. That's a rabbit hole we don't need to go down. This will be fun. I'm feeling... Honestly, I don't want to say my guess yet, just in case, because I said this same place last week too quick. Yep, this is Senegal. That's a Senegalese plate. This is 100% Senegal. Freezite asking Froze. Did they have Froze? Rafael Mel wishing much success for Whataburger's owners. As am I. I feel like that's such a niche. Like the Venn diagram of people who know what Whataburger is and go to Guatemala. Like that bit in the middle that will get the joke. It's such a niche marketing scheme. Oh, the video froze for a bit. Is it back? You think it's a bad thing that I saw the word froze and was like, ah, yeah, froze. But seems we're back. People are engaging as if we're back. So I'm going to assume we are. Katz is saying if you're confident with Senegal, go for it. I was confident with Senegal last week and it wasn't. So I want to hold off. But I'm pretty sure it is. Freezite saying fancy you and his Froze. Yeah, that's... Well, no, Froze... Isn't Froze like... It's like frozen rosé. Right? Am I making that up? I feel like I'm making that up. I can't read that. Cat saying hold off then. Okay, Rory Shea saying yes. I assume that's for the Froze thing. There's a... Yep, that's a mosque. There we go. There's French. I've been looking for French. That's what I wanted to see. I am so super confident. 100% super confident that this is Senegal. It's French. That other language is probably Wolof. The plates match. The landscape matches. Yeah, Christopher Lake and Katz are both saying Senegal. Rory Shea is saying no, Froze is real. I can attest. Thank you for attesting. Yep, here we go. That's the airport I flew into. I've been not too far from here. Isn't that exciting? And then we get... Oh, this seems cool. I have no idea where this might be, but luckily we have... Oh, yay, a language I can't read. Ah, my favorite. Ah, this is definitely Balkan. Probably Montenegro. Yay. So let's come on back here. Don't know what that means. Freezite saying must be Croatia. I could see that too. Hotel, bar, restaurant. Cat saying Albania is my first guess. That's also a good one. Let's okay, so we're in Zusi. Those aren't Croatian signs. I have no idea what Montenegrin signs look like, but I think it's Albania. That's definitely an Albanian. That's an Albanian flag. Yep. Shout out Cats for Albania is my first guess. Yep, Albania. And let's check. Not really a rift in the sky. Interesting. Albania's coverage is improving. But, yeah. Freezite saying check for Skycrack. Not there. It's, doesn't really prove that it isn't Albania, though. Actually, you know what? No. There was that one time we were in Montenegro, and there was a massive Albanian flag and a mosque. For absolutely no reason. So, that looks Albanian. Oh, man. I'm stressed out. Is that another Albanian flag? If there's another one, I'll be convinced. Yeah, okay. I think this is Albania now. It's on a street lamp, which is public property. Usually foreign countries' flags don't go on the lamp post unless it's a bunch of foreign countries. Exactly. The shiki part of the word is Albanian, as Freezite is pointing out. I know that from the soccer player, and I'm assuming that's how you knew that too. Yeah, I'm confident. Any objections to Albania? I feel like we are solid, unless this is the same mosque that they tricked us with last time. Freezite saying send. Let's do it. Nice. That was stressful, but we got it. Close to Montenegro, but not. Okay, we've got stuff. We've got Greek. That's easy. And water. So it's not North Macedonia. Unless we're at one of these lakes. I feel like we're not. How do you feel about Greece? Yep, Cats is saying Greece. Let's look here. Can't read this. Yep, can't read that. Nope. Rory Shea saying Greece for show. Let's do it. Nice. Thessaloniki. We're flying. I think we can hit 200 today. Knocking on wood. Yeah, Freezite saying Marmara. I could read that part. Because Cyrillic comes from the Greek alphabet, as I learned from you all. And actually pointed out by my Russian teacher last week. But isn't this German? This H? Mulek. I shouldn't even try to pronounce that. Look at the bin. Nope. Can't really tell. Yeah, we're saying Greece for sure as a former Greek person. Yes, I love formerly having nationalities. Okay, Friesite in German or Austrian bus stop. Nice. Now we just got to figure out which one. They both use that. Cat saying, okay, now I get it. Cyrillic was created in Bulgaria, which is beside Greece. Yeah, it was based off of the Greek alphabet, so it's yeah. Also, Bulgaria's moved like a bunch of times. Bulgaria started here-ish. Do not quote me. Google that before you reference it. Here-ish, and then they slowly moved to where they are now. At some point. I don't remember when. Post-collapse of the Roman Empire is when I'm going to date that. Lion City, man. Yeah, I've got no idea here. Oh, .de. So vehicles move. Okay, everyone seems to be cool with Germany anyway. I was gonna say vehicles move, but this is a local bus. It's gonna be operating within the same country. Let's do it. Awesome. Yeah, Deutsche Bahn. Cool. Way to go, team. This looks interesting. Let's go read these signs. Okay, French. Yup. But where in France? TB. Anyone recognize these? Or, well, I guess we don't need to know where in France, but let's just make sure this is France and not Belgium, and this is literally Brussels. Cool. That's pretty easy. Anyone object to this literally saying capital region of Brussels? Yeah. Friesite saying this doesn't French. Belgium. Cat saying Deutsche Bahn ruined my schedule several times before. How so? Alright, let's do Belgium. Nice. We live in easy Belgium and not a panicked, oh my god, what if this is France, Belgium? I'm a little thrown just off the bat here. I've Kazakhstan. I'm feeling Kazakhstan here. No, cool. I think that's... I'm not even going to make a guess. I think this is Romanian. That's what I was going to guess, but... Meh. Let's just keep looking. Real quick. That's Romanian flag. No real need. Right? Yeah, Kazakhstan, Romania. Can't see the rest of the flag, but the language looks Romanian, and that looked like a Romanian flag. Which is kind of enough for me. Yeah, Raphael Mello saying he's ready to point out East France, close to Germany. Yeah, because it didn't look too French. That was the thing. Yep, sure. I could see that being Romanian. Yeah, Strasbourg. Cat saying that yeah, trains are delayed. Sometimes they cancel. I've heard that .ro. I've heard that, but I always hear it from like German sources. So in my head, I kind of dismiss it because I'm thinking the German concept of late might be different from an Anglo-American concept of late, you know, in the States, Canada, Britain, even France. I'm sure it's a different, I'm just spewing words right now. In my head, German's a bit more rigid. I expect their trains to be on time, kind of like Japan, but guess not. But I think we'll go with Romania. There we go. 182. This is the Netherlands. No. Is this Luxembourg? No. This is the Netherlands. 100%. Yep, exactly. Yellow plates. Lensen. Let's just look for words. Bicycles. Yeah. That's Dutch. Yeah, this is all Dutch. Dutch plate. This is the Netherlands. Does anyone object to that? Freezite saying, how dare cats defame the name of our sacred Deutsche Bahn. But yeah, the Deutsche Bahn sucks. I'm more of an SBB guy myself. Can't say I know what the SBB is. But, yeah, it is a pretty town. I would agree, Freezite. Cat saying, speaking of trains, a friend told me that Eurail passes are on sale again with 20% off. If anyone wants to ride trains in Europe, I used it last month. It was very convenient and way cheaper. Oh, okay, SBB is Swiss. Yeah, I would expect Swiss trains to be pretty solid. I think I've seen a video on that. All right, Netherlands, love it. I think it's it was a good video on the Swiss train system, and it had very high praise. But speaking of going places, it looks like I might go to Australia in soon. Like 6-7 weeks. Not 100% confirmed yet, but it's I will likely book it in the next day or two. Rafael Mella saying, I had Eurail pass for my 24 days in Europe. Definitely worth it, because visiting so many cities around my mainstay. Yeah. If you're doing something like that, I can imagine it's super worth it. 24 days across the continent. That's going to be super helpful. Okay, Freezite saying they take timing tables more seriously. Oh, did it say Canada on the building, you're asking? Let's go. This doesn't really look like Canada. Okay, you're saying never mind. Yeah, it would shock me if this was Canada. I feel like this is one of those ones... I feel like we get stuff like this in Austria, where we just have to climb down this mountain for 5-10 minutes before we actually see anything. It's just the constant back and forth as we go down. And the car that was in the distance is gone. This one's not that helpful. Keep on moving. Getting kind of hungry. And some good news. I discovered a Greek place where the food is like half the cost of the $20 burrito I keep getting. And but a Greek place that's open late. It's easy to get cheap food, obviously. The catch is I need somewhere that's open past 10 p.m. sometimes. The Mexican place is always the go-to. Great, we're out of coverage. I'll take that. Alright. Let's go this way. But I will be ordering that after. Yeah, same Marco saying, but very expensive. Yeah. Switzerland itself is expensive. How much are... I wouldn't even know what to benchmark that against. You could show me any random number and I wouldn't know if that's expensive. Yeah, Cat's saying that's why you need to get the Eurail pass. Come on. Keep moving. Keep moving. Oh, I found Mel saying some of the routes you can't use the pass, though. Is that Musée? I don't know. Okay, some of the Alps routes. That's not what I expected. I was going to ask if it was maybe, like, small local routes or something. Maybe busy routes between too frequently transited between cities, but that's not what I expected. And Borishay asking what's the $20 burrito order. It's chorizo and steak, and it's absolutely insane. Route instable. Except chef. Yeah, okay, French. I don't see flags. Okay, busier routes usually unless you have a reservation fee. Got it. Cat saying I used it on a train from Milan to Basel. Views are amazing. Also used it to get also used the route from Basel to Sargans, where you get the train to Liechtenstein. That's pretty solid. It's just the one pass, and the pass is usually like 100 something US, right? Yeah, Rafael Mello saying cheaper with the pass. Freezite since why, as far as I know, the rail pass isn't valid in Switzerland, or they charge you extra. That's wild. Okay, getting into the town. Sleem saying sup. What is up, Sleems? Good to see you in the chat. Welcome to what I'm pretty sure is France. Hold up. This is getting all turned around. Yep, can't really tell what's going on up there. Cat's in the reservation fee is usually small. And oop. This is in multiple languages. That's unfortunate. No. Why is it? No. What are the other languages on the van? Brilliant. Yeah. What's going on your wheel? Oh! It did look like it was Italian on the van. So, speaking of the SBB, Swiss Rail, we are in Switzerland, it seems. Yep, everyone point out the .ch right here. Let's do it. Nope. Awesome. Love that. Huh. City of Bankstown. Is this just Australia, New Zealand, or no? That plate doesn't. I'm slightly thrown. Yeah, Katz is saying Australia. It would make sense. Okay, Katz is saying the Eurail app shows you which trains you can take. That's helpful. Okay. Available for most of the main cities in Switzerland, but still you have to pay the fee usually. Okay. And Kat's saying I used it when I took the train from London to Edinburgh, which is always very expensive. Yeah, that's like a $80-90 train ride usually. Yeah, Freezite saying, yeah. Oh no, Christopher Light. Don't tell me that Costa Rica tied it. Just tell me the end score. I don't want to know that they tied it. I would be sitting here stressing out now. Sleems is saying, yeah, this is probably Australia. Freezite saying, yeah, Australia, probably Perth. If anybody has Australia recommendations, as I said, 90% chance I go around Labor Day. So anyone, I'll probably stick to Sydney, but I don't know. One of my roommates was like, you should try New Zealand too. I was like, yeah, if I have I'll probably have the time. So we'll see. KFC. Cat's saying I might remember Bankstown as a suburb of Sydney. Okay, that's helpful. .au right there. Any objections? Oh, it's gone now. .au there. And there. I think we're good. Oh no, Labor Day's around Wingfest. I'm going to miss Wingfest in Buffalo. Dang. That would have been sick, actually. I think I remember we talking about that on here. That would have been cool. It's, okay, I'm seeing, yeah, people say, people are saying go to the Blue Mountains. That's definitely on the brief research I've done has said to do that. Yeah, Christopher likes saying you need to do Melbourne too. I know. It's gonna be, I don't know. It's so, I'm gonna explode trying to win this. Yeah, Canberra as well. I thought about that. I looked at that. It's only a 3-day bike ride, but I don't know if that's how I want to spend the time there. I think there's so many different. I'm gonna go insane trying to figure this out because it's also in what 6-7 weeks. Sammy Marco saying, dude, another super insane trip this year. You're insane. No, I know it's not intentional. It's I sat down today and was looking at. Because I want to do it's 7 by 27, all 7 continents by 27 years old. So the clock is ticking. So the idea is Antarctica next fall, winter. But in order to do that, I had this whole spreadsheet up, this interactive spreadsheet with, how I can take time off work and do this and how to do that. And it basically worked out to where if I wanted to do Australia in not just a weekend, it had to be this Labor Day. So, yeah. At least I realized today and not in like 3 weeks. It probably would have been a lot more expensive. But, yeah, I'm feeling Rafael Melo saying with this looking kind of like Peru. You have volcano in the mountain. Okay, I'm trying to see if there's anything. Okay, Freezite saying zoom into those exposed bricks. Will do. I was trying to see if anyone had said anything about where we are. Right here? Is this what you wanted? El Tired saying push it back until the U.S. winter when you can go in Australian summer. No, because I want to leverage the winter holidays to be with family. So that's like way more important than going to Australia for me. So I'm happy to take the more expensive Australia trip and maybe not have as amazing weather. So yeah, go hike the outback where you can risk becoming Oz Pollo. Amazing. Okay. Okay, the red ones. Wait, what's going on here? Cerro Colorado. Okay. Christopher, like, you're stressing me out, bro. You're stressing me out. Don't off the post. These red ones? Freezite saying this looks like Bolivia. Let's keep looking around. If we can find a currency, that will help us. Like right there where we can't tell. Politician ad. Here we go. It's for Colorado. I would assume Colorado is in Bolivia rather than Peru. Yeah, South America confirmed 100%. But catching up. Yeah, Cat saying I can help you with Antarctica. Cheapest to take a ship to there. That's what we're looking at doing. Yeah. Rafael Mello asking Ewan, have you seen that Minecraft YouTuber Ryan Mitchell who summited Everest at 19 years old? I have not seen that. I can't say that's on the bucket list either. That sounds wild though. Okay, Rafael Mello saying already waved off the Peru idea. Let's confirm Bolivia somewhere. Santa Fe. Farmacia Santa Fe. Might be Santa Fe. Bolivia. Sammy Marco asking, did you buy the Oz tickets yet? Also, you need a visa for Australia. I have not bought them yet. I'll probably buy them tomorrow, if not tomorrow, Tuesday. Visa's quick. I already made an account on their website to get the visa. I still can't tell what the currency is. It's too small. Yeah, Slim saying there's a car meta, but I don't know it. Oof. Yeah, it happens. Yeah, Cat saying it's not a visa, but an ETA. It's very quick to get, like a day or two exactly. so I'm not too concerned about that. Yeah, I don't know. Freeze out yelling Pollo. I didn't even catch the Pollo. Arequipa. That's the logo of the Bolivian government, I think. I'm pretty sure this is Bolivia. Oh, Peruvian seal. This is the Peruvian seal? Rafael Melos asking, does it say Sucre on the taxi? I kind of thought it did, but I couldn't. No, it doesn't. Atlas Peruana. It's Peru. I think we might be in Peru. Yeah, cats saying Australia summer is so hot. Avoid. Yeah. I don't even know what the weather's gonna be like. Just going. Yep, cat saying I also saw Arequipa on one of the taxis too. I did see that as well. Peru, love it. Let's keep rolling. What's it? Sammy Marco saying 7 by 2027 is amazing though. No, it's 7 by age 27. That's what it's. It just happens to be 2020. Well, 2026. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Spanish. I think this is. Oh, look at that! It's Mexico. .mx. That's easy. Let's see if there's anything that might disprove that. Obviously, at least. Cancun. Okay. That definitely doesn't disprove it being Mexico. And nothing else seems to as well. Ooh, itchy nose. Oh, okay. Rafael Melo saying Nahuatl language there. I didn't even catch that. All right, let's do it. Mexico. Love it. Next round. Cool. Oof. Freezite saying the sign said hugs not bullets. Must be the hood there. Yikes. That's fun. That's a positive sign. That must be really reassuring walking around and seeing that. But Rafael Melo saying that YouTuber documented every step of the 5-hour compilation video on Everest. It's wild. Now he's climbing K2. That's crazy. Good for him. That feels like such a wild thing to jump into. My nose is so unbelievably itchy. I'm sorry. I itched it and then it just made it so much more itchy and now I'm just dying. Ugh. Anyway. Yeah. Christopher Likesen, I wonder if Pochettino's the right coach for the U.S. men's national team. I've had mixed feelings. I was excited when he was appointed. Now I'm kind of indifferent, honestly. I don't think it's a coach thing. I think it's a player thing, honestly. Yeah, Kat saying this might be the U.S. with the final siding on the homes. I think it is the U.S., but I need something to... I need more here. Freezite saying this looks like my cousin's house in Hingham, Massachusetts. This has to be the U.S. or Canada. Willowbank U-Pick Farm. What if this is Hingham, Massachusetts? Oh, what's that gonna say? No, I don't know. Okay, well, let's just look for a speed limit sign, and then we'll know. Stars Point Loop. Catching up in the chat. Cat saying I did reach 7 before, but way older than 27. TBH. Hadn't started traveling when I was 27. Gotcha. It's better late than never. I unfortunately got this into my head that I would do. I regret that I got this into my head because now I have to go to Australia on like 7 weeks' notice. But the first world problem. But yeah, for some reason, just decided, yeah, that's a thing. Okay. Freezite saying might be Wisconsin. Slim saying U.S. for sure. Cat saying not Canada. Okay, yep, not Canada because mailbox is in front of the homes. Okay. So, U.S. then? Any objections to that? Christopher likes saying on to penalty kicks. I hate that so much. I hate that so much. The final's going to be Honduras, Costa Rica. Watch that happen. Okay, U.S. road sign font. Let's do it. Yep. Port Williams, Nova Scotia. Okay. I don't know much to say, honestly. I don't have any comments on this, really. Yeah. We saw the mailbox. It was, yeah. It's, yep. Yep. Totally agree. Christopher like should have looked for a speed limit sign. Fully. Yep. Okay. Wow. That has happened. Yeah. Cool. At some point, I think it would be cool to make a compilation video of all the times the streak has died. And just seeing, like, full round, shows the full round, our reasoning, and then just where we go wrong. View summary. Were there any previous rounds we got that people wanted to see the location of? Because I feel like I remember wanting to see one at some point. Yeah, Slim saying this is the most Indiana-looking Canada I've ever seen. Rafael Malo saying we rushed in. Christopher likes saying compilation video would be amazing. Yeah. That's, yeah. Freezite saying I don't drink booze, but this failed streak is driving me to the bottle. I remember about a year ago, maybe even a little longer than a year ago, when we got to 500, I remember thinking to myself, is this ever even going to end? Are we ever going to lose? We're too good. We can't lose. We haven't lost a round in 3 months. How are we ever going to... This is going to go on forever. We're going to set a record. We're going to be in the tens of thousands at some point. And now it is a celebration when we get back into triple digits. And salt in the wound, we messed up. My general assumption is that most of you are American. We thought this was our own country. We lost. thinking another country was our own country. That's just... Oh, it's not even a San Marino... Not doing an Italy on San Marino, a completely, you know... not our culture, but... Sammy Marco saying, I thought it was a bit quick. Yup. Happens. Sleem saying, to be fair, that was a tough round. If it were no move, I would have sent US 100%. Freezite saying, but Canada is our hat. It's normal. Yeah, but also Canada. There's tells. It was the yellow school buses. It was just it was everything. Everything said US. There was a mailbox. There's no mailboxes in Canada normally. It all made sense. Rafael Mello saying, but the US is indeed very difficult even for you because of all the state differences. Yeah, but it's... Cat saying, let's keep our heads up. We can go back to 500 again. Rory Shea saying 51st state. No, we are pro-Canadian independence on this channel. Not something I ever thought I'd have to say. Okay. What do we do now? I'm generally in the camp that we don't restart streaks on the same weeks that we lost one, because my morale's in the toilet, and I just sit here kind of like, So, yeah, Cat saying, please don't say that. There's a Canadian here. Rory Shea saying, joking. Yeah, okay. Yeah, Christopher likes World Capitals map. I think we do that. I know there were suggestions for New York State and U.S. states, but just to keep everybody engaged, I don't want to dial it in too much. Steven, I live in New York State. The New York State map, that was fun when we did it. I do not know New York State. It was out in Newburgh yesterday in Orange County. And we were just like, this is crazy how we drove an hour from New York City, and it was just completely just wasn't New York. It was wild. Yeah. Cat saying, yep, World Capitals. Rafa Mella saying, haha, I'm pro quotes weirdly pointed if you're from 10 or maybe 10 years ago. What's that? Yeah, Rafa Mella, yeah, I'm pro Canadian independence. Yeah, again, that's, yeah. Yeah. Anyway, trying to find the Capitals map on the Discord. It's the New York State map. Maybe we'll do that one a bit too. Where is that one? What channel on the Discord is the World Capitals map on? There's so many. Ooh, DMV map. That'd be cool. Yeah, I mean, we have 50 minutes of random maps that we can go through. Yeah, maybe we do some more granular maps. Where's the World Capitals map? Rory Shea saying Massachusetts map. Be a good one. Maybe I can... World Capitals. No, I want... I'm just kind of... There we go. View more results. Ooh, World Capitals satellite seems cool. That seems like a cool one. Freezite saying we should do some random ones. I think that's a cool random one. How do we feel about that? I think that's cool. Yeah, Sammy Marco saying satellite, yes. Oh, okay, it was in the general channel. Yeah, okay. People seem to be down for this one. And then we'll do Christopher likes. Okay, well, this isn't satellite. So, I'm just going to do La Paz. Yep. Big brain. These aren't satellite. Yeah, these are not. Oh, you need a plug-in for satellite. Gotcha. Okay. Oh well. Wait, there's something similar though. World Capital's drone. Right? Isn't that a thing? Drone. Bird's eye view, bird's eye view. I don't want random locations though. Those ones are hard. We do European cities drone view. That could be interesting. Let's see. All right. There we go. Looks warm. Some mountains. This kind of looks... There's so many different things happening here. There's a Colosseum. These almost look kind of Soviet, but they're not. That's a really nice coast. Is this Turkey? Cat's asking UK due to the roundabouts. It's too sunny to be the UK, honestly. Well, actually, what side of the road are the cars driving on? Yeah, this is right-hand drive, so it's not the UK. Bullfighting ring. Okay, oh, so is that what it is? It is actually a bullfighting ring? Rory Shea saying Palermo. Interesting. Okay. Palermo's here. So we've got Mount... This is Palermo. Is it not? No, I don't think it is. No. The harbor looks slightly different. There's not that bit out there. I'm trying to think. Oh, yeah. Sammy Marco saying east is different, too. So this is kind of... So we're looking west. So Raphael Melo saying those square range buildings look like Spain. Freezite saying might be Bilbao. I could see Bilbao. Yeah. So the ocean is west. So while Spain I like... And yeah, Bilbao, if the ocean's west, then it doesn't work. Yeah, it's not Bilbao. It could be Portugal. Aveiro, no. It's not Porto, but I'll just zoom in anyway. No, it's not Porto. It's not Lisbon. Yeah, it's not Lisbon. Could it be Cadiz? I don't think so. Sammy Marco saying it looks like northern Spain to me. I was looking recently. So let's look. It could be, Basque. That doesn't seem to work. Christopher likes saying fifth kick. Costa Rica is blocked. Are you saying Costa Rica blocked it or Costa Rica got blocked? I really think this is Turkey. I know nobody else does. But that's where I'm at. Mountains. Ocean to the west. Let's just... No, it's not Izmir. No, no. No, it's none of these. Greece, maybe? Sammy Marco saying try Santander. Dude, I think you got it. The north doesn't line up, but everything else does. It is Santander. It fully is. Like, look at that. So the way that peninsula and that peninsula look, that's literally them. Sammy Marco, you got it. That is wild. I guess, so there's an airport. Yep, there's the airport right here. Dude, Sammy Marco, that was crazy. That's good for you, dude. So we are right here. I feel like we deserve a 5,000 on that. That's yeah, that was crazy job, Sammy Marco. That was a good one. All right, gang. Dutch, maybe Rotterdam, Hague. Sammy Marco also has Google Maps open. Fair enough. Christopher likes it. Okay, fifth kick, U.S. blocked. Don't love that. Dutch plates. Not like we didn't already know this is the Netherlands. Yeah, Cat saying Rotterdam is my guess. Let's zoom in on Rotterdam. Try to... Okay, we're in a larger canal. Okay, Costa Rica blocked. We love that. This kind of looks like the business district here. So Rotterdam Centrum. I can't quite place the canal. Because I'm trying to look for somewhere with this middle bit, but I can't seem to find that anywhere. At least not as narrow as that one. So maybe The Hague? No, that's I don't know. Oh, Katz is saying if you scroll around, I saw a bridge that is famous there. Is it that bridge? Is it that bridge? Oh, US beat Costa Rica. Nice. I'm not even going to celebrate because that's what's supposed to happen. Also worth noting, so the compass was incorrect last round, so we shouldn't use the compass to go off of. Okay, Katz is saying it's one of those bridges. One of these bridges is famous. Okay. So, Rotterdam. Bridge. I just can't find the exact canal. Do we go for it? Just somewhere random in Rotterdam? So I feel like the bridges would only go over the actual river, but I don't know. We have this bit where it gets kind of smaller. DLJ 1996 saying there's a lot of bridges in Minsk. I think we know who that must be. I think Drew has graced us with his presence. Sammy Marco saying it's not Minsk. And saying hi, Drew. Alright. I think we just do Rotterdam. Rather than me trying to look for this. It was Utrecht. Oh, man. I couldn't think of any other Dutch cities. I know Utrecht, but I couldn't think of it. Alright. Drew's wondering why it doesn't say his name. YouTube is messing around with the stream chats again, which we love. Is this Cologne? No, there's mountains. This one is figure outable. Oh. Okay. Yeah, Drew's saying better be Cologne because you smell. Yeah, thanks. So this is probably France. But where in France? We've got some mountains. I don't know. I don't know where to start. Katzing, Strasbourg. I could be down for that. Let's look at Strasbourg. Yeah, cathedral right there. So there's a cathedral near the river. There's that big one, but there's also this kind of roundabout here. So if we can find that. No. Katz is saying this might be the Black Forest Mountains. Freezite saying Strasbourg as well. Problem is I don't see where it might be. Here we go. This is exactly where we are. Same layout. That is the Palace du Rhin. And we can see the cathedral right over here. It's Strasbourg. Great guess, Cats. That's pretty solid. That's Cats and Sammy Marco on the money with their city guesses. And Cat saying Strasbourg is a beautiful city to visit. I've heard great things. Like, really good things. Awesome. Another 5,000. Well, I'm counting that first round as a 5,000. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Oh, Sammy Marco saying Warsaw. Okay, Christopher like saying FYI, my map is posted in the general Discord. Thank you. Happy to go with Warsaw. I don't see that one big building, but it's probably just hidden from view. I know it's not super specific, but I feel like people may know what I'm talking about. Anything else that could prove Warsaw? Oh my gosh, my nose. Ah. Is that kind of looks like a stadium, but it doesn't look like the Legia Warsaw Stadium. Yes, I'm Marco saying the iconic Warsaw building from the Soviet era. Yep, cool. Glad somebody knows what I'm talking about. Yep, Drew saying that building is pointy. Exactly. See, people know the building. All right, so here's the center of Warsaw. We can't rely on the compass. So there's no river near here, near where we are. Let's say we're out this way. Maybe we're at this park. No, I don't think so. Maybe. This is maybe over here. There's really no way to tell. I don't know. Anyone have any thoughts? Oh, here we go. Sun is... I think the sun's going down. It's either setting or rising. I'm going to say it's setting. So So it's in the east, which means we are to the west of the main city. Actually, it's probably to the south. Yeah, see, the sun isn't setting in the north. The compass is wrong. So west is probably this way, because it's probably a bit southwest. So we are up here. And here's this kind of curved street, which is similar to the one that we're on right now, but I don't think it's the same. Train station nearby, maybe? No. Where's that tower? This is a bit challenging. Alright, you know what? We're there. Oof. WDig saying, what's up, y'all? Can't stick around, but wanted to pop in for a minute. Welcome in. Good to see you. Sorry, I'm trying to use my brain, but my nose is actually killing me so much that glad to see you in the chat, WDig. Sorry about that. That's just like so frustrating. McBeath is saying USA, Guatemala, and Mexico, Honduras, Guatemala. Right. I'm just reading things. U.S. and Guatemala, Mexico, Honduras. Guatemala, Honduras final would be wild. That would be so cool. I would support that. If it meant... I will always support Mexico losing. And if we hadn't beaten Costa Rica today, I'd be down with that. Der König der Löwen. Or probably Löwen. Could this be Kiel? In Germany? Or Hamburg? It's probably Hamburg. Like, yeah, look at the port. Yeah. Yeah, Friesite saying Hamburg. Christopher likes saying, yeah, WDig, you missed our idiocy. WDig, if you rewind about half an hour, I think it maybe like 9:05 is when it happened. It's, be prepared. It's not fun. So, yeah, I think that's these canals in here. That's what this is. Yeah, and then, yeah, König der Löwen. Oh, so we seem to be right off that dock. So right there. Anyway. Yeah. Yep. Hamburg. I think we're good there. Arturo Hernandez saying, I'm reporting this channel for that Mexico losing. We love Mexico losing. It's great. This is not a pro-Mexican national team channel. Yeah, it's WDig saying as long as it wasn't San Marino again. No, it's more embarrassing. It's our own country. Yeah, Slim saying it's much stupider. Wish it was San Marino. Yeah, San Marino's about it's more understandable. Semi Marcus saying Arturo Hernandez. It's a theme here. I don't know why. Because they're our rival in soccer. All right, 20,000's good. We're very off base with the Frankfurt one, but that was a cool map. That was a really cool map. Now, if I can get my mouse over here, let's load up the... Oh, El Tired, this is a sick picture that you put in the general chat. That is really cool. Is that a... Yeah, that's pretty cool. I take that. If anyone hasn't gone into the Discord to see El Tired's picture, that's a cool setup. All right, World Capitals 2025 edition. Arturo Hernandez saying just lost a subscriber. Drew saying there's only one team he wants to win. I wonder which one. Oh boy. I think we're good. It's Madagascar. But where in Madagascar could this be? Honestly, I really like that drone one. I know we've done drone ones before, and it would just give us the middle of nowhere, and we've nothing to work off of. I think drone views of cities, that was really cool. Oh yeah, capital city. Yeah, I know it's in the capital city, but where in the capital city? Vorishay asking where the penguin's at. I don't know. They're around here somewhere. Where are we at? That's my question. W. Dick saying, yeah, it just went back. That was a rough one. Yeah. The thing is, if I'd done the due diligence and checked for the speed limit, we would have avoided that. But I went with it. All right, let's do it. Anti Navarro, let's do it there. Pretty solid. 4994, love that. This is Berlin. Watch this. This would look cool if you didn't know that we've gotten this exact round before. It's this way. It's kind of past that. I might be forgetting. Is it here? Yeah. Is it here? Then a 5K is kind of awesome. That was... Alright. Christopher, like... This is the capital. Looks really gloomy, so it's Europe, probably. Drew saying that took way too long after the watch this. You know what? It took me a minute to think. Oh, Sammy Marco saying reminds me of Reykjavik. I like that. There's the cruise ships, so I feel like that tracks. If we could look at some words that aren't FedEx. Okay, we're crossing the street. Is that it? That's not Reykjavik. Is this Oslo? Pixilma Sadama. That's Finnish, isn't it? Yeah, Semi Marco saying I don't think it's Reykjavik. Oh, Tallinn. It could be. Stockholm Helsinki via boat. Tartu Parnu Narva by road. We're in Estonia. Yep. Oh. That's a force of habit. Whoops. We were, say, right there? Or could we have been somewhere else, maybe? I think that's fine enough. Yeah. Awesome. Okay. Gulf Gate Hotel. This is tricky. Yeah, Cat's saying... Oh, Baku's a good guess, though. That was a good guess until we saw that. I could have been convinced of that 100%. Yeah, Semi Marco saying Mideast like Qatar. What about... So if it's Gulf Gate, could it be Muscat? Like the gateway to the Gulf? Cat's asking maybe Bahrain. Semi Marco saying maybe Kuwait. I really have no idea. We don't have much to go off of here, so this is probably Malabar. Okay, Katz is saying I've seen those towers before, the green ones. See, the writing isn't... Okay. Everybody, submit a Middle Eastern country you think it could be, and I'll just make a poll with all of those. And the one that gets the most votes is what we'll do. Menuet saying you guys have a good night. Need to go fix dinner for the family. Go enjoy yourself. Have a good dinner. A great night. I'm just going to get the poll queued up here. Start a poll. So, people have said Qatar. People have said Bahrain. We've heard Kuwait. I said Oman. Anything, anywhere else people would like added to the poll? Alright. Not seeing anywhere else, so let's do it. Qatar, Bahrain, Kuwait, Oman. I probably should have put an other on there. Can I do it retroactively? No, I can't. Alright, those are your options. Seeing... Okay, 2 votes Kuwait, 1 vote Bahrain. I really don't know. We're going in a circle, and there are these kind of ring roads here. Drew is saying, I saw those towers in a picture that a wrestler from Bahrain posted once. That's pretty massive. That is really good to know. I guess I'm Team Bahrain now. Huh. King... Probably Kingdom. I don't know. Looks like Bahrain is in the lead, so... Let's do it here. Nice. Look at that. Democracy at work. Rory Shea saying wrestler could have been in Kuwait, though. Clearly not. Clearly they were here in Bahrain. Ooh, Samuel Marco asking, can we do DMV one real quick? Yeah, after this we'll do a DMV one. Okay, world capitals. Could this be Ljubljana? Oh, Katz is saying Dublin? Wait, let's read this van. I'm hesitant about it being Dublin. Yeah, it's not Dublin. This is Andorra. This is I was thrown off here. Centra, that's romance. These are romance. Spanish journeys. Andorran flag colors. This is Andorra. Yeah, Warisha asking sun in Dublin. Yeah, Kat saying, yeah, Andorra. Sammy Marco saying, La Vela, my beloved. Let's do it. I did see a bridge right there, so let's go with that. Nice. Awesome. Big brain stuff, team. Big brain stuff. We only dropped 25 points. That was pretty good. All right. DMV. View results. Maps. This one seems to have a lot of plays. DMV area, U.S. capital region. That feels like that's the area we want. It's specific. I don't want one of them to be... Does it kill the fun if I drop it in the exact correct spot? I'm just... Yeah, Sammy Marco. It is Northwest DC. The exact location is there. Cool. It's like Maryland right here, probably. Feels like it. Actually, can't tell with the plates. Yeah, those are Maryland plates. Feels like Montgomery County. Yep, Sammy Marcos saying close-in suburb. Let's do Wheaton. Okay, Sammy Marcos saying Silver Spring. Let's do Silver Spring. No, quite incorrect. All right, gang. This is the National Mall. Right? Southwest, so we're like... Oh, Christopher Lex saying, fun fact, I used to live in Rockville. It's a wild bit of lore there. Oh, Ohio Drive, Buckeye Drive. We're probably along here. This would make sense. Yep, Sammy Marcos saying Tidal Bay's in the area. Seems it. Oh, it was a little far down, but yeah. Top of the park. So I'd assume we're near Rock Creek Park. Freezite asking, is this near where Sammy goes out and intimidates locals? I think Sammy is a local, so it doesn't count as intimidating local. It's not intimidating locals if you are a local. It's just intimidating people. But top of Rock Creek Park, say like right here-ish. You can probably just find Manchester Road. Freezite asking, so this is DMV how? I don't get it. DC, Maryland, Virginia is what that means. So let's drop it like here. It's pretty close. This feels like DC. Vermont Gardens. Sammy Marcos saying Arlington vibes. Let's do Arlington. I don't know. Those are streets rather than roads. Let's go up here. See what's going on. Oh, Lee Highway. Yep, that's definitely Arlington. Where's Lee Highway? It's here? Where is it? Where is Lee Highway? Yep, Sammy Marcos saying yes, green bus stop is Arlington. Am I going insane? Where is it? Okay. We're gonna plop there. Nice. That's pretty decent. Not terrible. That's just under half of what we could have gotten, but not bad. Let's go community. Let's see what else could we do? What weird stuff could we think of? What weird things can we do? I don't know. Map of the day is diverse, complete world. That doesn't feel unique enough. Cats saying, is there a Cats of the World map? Sammy Marcos saying obscure parking lots. Rorishay saying Boston, a diverse Russia. Ooh, okay, those are good. Those are good. I'm. You know what? We're gonna vote on those. Cats of the World. Russia. Obscure parking lots. I'm seeing stadiums. Ooh, Chinese restaurants. That's a good one. All right. I kind of forgot to use capital letters on the last one, so ignore that. There's a really good map, and I've definitely mentioned this before. It's McDonald's of the World. I love that map. But unfortunately, I've seen all of the spawns. So going through it, I do want to see if some of these even exist. So cats of the world. No, that's not where the space goes. Yep, there's a cats of the world map. Yeah. Nice. I want to see obscure parking lots. I feel like we have to do these at some point anyway. Oh no, there's no obscure parking lots one. Yeah, KFC of the world would be crazy. Yeah, KFC world, that's gotta be a thing. KFC. Yep, where's that KFC? A KFC world. Okay. Stadiums seems to have won overwhelmingly, so we'll do stadiums. Sammy Marco saying Manhattan, asking how good are you at where you live. The problem is with Manhattan is that every street is numbered. So you spawn in, it's like, oh, I'm on 3rd and Park. It's like, or Park and 3rd. It's like, boom. It's that easy. Slim saying, have you seen the non-standard McDonald's documentary? What's that? Might have to make it. I've not seen that. I do like Chinese restaurants in Minsk. Drew's eating a $5 meal deal right now. Alright. Let's do it. Drew's saying, I've never heard of Number Park. Is that after 7? You're very funny. What map are we doing again? Right, stadiums. Anyone else thinking this is not a 7? Not a stadium. So I was reading Drew's message. This is not a stadium. So, random spot. Nope. I don't need that. Guess. Love that was even remotely close. Also not a stadium. Okay, this map is not solid. Okay. I didn't want to specify stadiums. Like, I didn't want to narrow it down to European or football. I wanted just stadiums. So we might have to do football stadiums of the world. Okay, see, this is a stadium. Estadio Corona. If we're going off beer meta, this is Mexico. But where in Mexico might this be? Oh, well, there's fan ID. Well, yeah, these are Mexican street signs. Yeah, .mx. Yeah, Semi Marco saying Mexico. Does someone want to scan the QR code? Honestly, it'd be so real. Let's see if it works. It works. I'm on fanliga.mx. Oh wait, that's gonna tell me. It's gonna tell me the answer. I'll turn it off. All right. So, not Arturo Hernandez is saying Mexico. Sending Mexican flags. Katz is asking where in Mexico. That's a very good question. What team is that? I recognize that logo. Christopher likes saying Guadalajara, maybe. I could get behind Guadalajara. Okay, the club is Santos. Is there a Santos in Guadalajara? Yeah, Freezite saying Santos. Parque Morelos. That's not right. Yeah, okay, Drew's saying it says Santos Laguna in the logo. I don't know where Santos plays. Estadio Jalisco. Estadio Tres de Marzo. Estadio Akron. Okay, there's no way there's more estadios in Guadalajara. Yeah, Sammy Marcos saying, I don't know anything about football. It's not going to be in Oaxaca. Anyone have any guesses? Because at this point, my strategy is zoom in on random Mexican cities. Saltillo, that's too small. Monterrey. Estadio Universidad. Chihuahua. I don't see a stadium. I feel like it's northern Mexico. No, it's FC Juarez and Juarez. It feels like northern Mexico. Christopher likes saying go back to the stadium. So San Pedro. Back at the stadium. Where's San Pedro? Freezite asking what's the name of the stadium? What, Estadio Corona? Does it say World Capital of the Silver? That's, I don't... Where's San Pedro? It said we were near San Pedro. I don't know. I don't know where we are. Okay. People are saying Torreon. Why do we think it's Torreon? The second question, where's Torreon? Oh, okay. It says it on that. Oh, okay. Where is that? Oh, there it is. Stop. So let's just find the stadium now. Yep, I realize it's the first word. I couldn't figure out what this said here, so I was ignoring it. Where's the stadium? Why are we not able to... Where's Estadio Corona? Not Arturo Hernandez is saying, say you love Mexico, and I'll tell you, I love Mexico. Just not the national team. Where is it? We're on the outskirts, it seems. Yeah, we're on the outskirts, going northeast. So maybe we're over here? No? Over here? Yeah, Christopher likes saying northeast. This is infuriating. I can't just click on a random spot because we can actually get this. I just can't find it. Ah, not Arturo Hernandez has provided us with the information we need, saying it's right there. Thank you. Much appreciated. Why are they not? Okay, we gotta find some other landmarks here. Okay, that's helpful. Whoa, I broke it. There we go. So Torreon is southeast on 30 from here. So where's 30? This is a nightmare round. I'm. How does it? What it says Torreon right there. I'm so confused. This is just I don't like this. Yeah, Warishay saying thanks Arturo. Northeast of city. Guys. This is terrible. Oh yeah, thanks. That's Northwest. Yeah, big brain. Thank you. Thank you for finally pointing that out. That's, yeah. Whoops. Yeah, yeah. Thanks, Freezite, to your other east. Appreciate it. Oh, Matamoros. So that's 40. This is 70. Yeah, no sense in numbering our roads in any sort of order. Guys, I hate this. La partida. Okay. Thank you, Toro. La Concha label. It's right here. Alright, I hated that. Thank you, everybody. Christopher likes saying I thought having a brain freeze from 7-Eleven Slurpees was bad. Yeah, it was terrible. I had ice cream for the first time in who knows how long yesterday and got a brain freeze and was like, this is a horrible sensation that I completely forgot the feeling of. Bankdorf Center. So, Germany. Okay. Katz is saying Basel. I'm probably skipping by a lot of clues here, aren't I? Yeah, I'm not even gonna try. Let's look at the... Okay. Freezite is saying this is Switzerland. Warrior saying noob ice cream eater. I'm going away from the stadium to try to see other clues. That's why I'm going away. Christopher, like, okay. Katz is saying Interlaken is Switzerland. Warrior saying Bern. McBeath saying Bern. Okay. Zoom in on Bern. Bern. Drew saying, imagine getting mogged by ice cream. Yeah, Kat saying this might be Bern. Where is their stadium? We get to do this again. Isn't that so fun? O Block. Where did people see Bern? So what street is this? Maybe that would be helpful. I'm just going to get back to the start again. True. Look for Wankdorf. Good point. Will do. Oh. Nope. Toro saying Purple Bin X Pro, point of interest. Okay. It's there. Here's FC Bern. Wait, could this... Hold up. Yes, it says Interlaken there. Wankdorf Center. Nope. Y'all. Okay. There's 1 minute left in the stream. So we're going to go with here. Okay. I'll take that. Timisoara. Awesome. Where do we think that is? Consulil something. Oh, okay. Romania. Cool. All right. People just knew that. Timisoara. There it is. And the stadium is here? Yep. Nice. Easy 5K. This is Malaysia or Indonesia. Okay, cat saying Kota Kinabalu, Malaysia. I'm gonna need some direction here. Okay. Close to the Philippines. Okay, there it is. Kota Kinabalu. Oh, okay, yes, it says it there. Likas Stadium. I don't think that's the same stadium. Let's just do it. We're facing west, so we're on this side. Nice. Cool. Way to go, Cats and Toro there. Europa Park Stadium. Germany. I don't know where in Germany, though. Fan shop. Okay. Oh, Cats has been to Europa Park. Freezite saying this is Rust, Germany. Okay, here's the thing when we're in a town called Rust. I just need direction to where that is. Okay, north of Basel. Okay, near Strasbourg. North of Basel. So somewhere in this area here. Rust. Alright, now we need Europa Park. How are we? Oh, the Blue Fire Mega Coaster sounds awesome. Oh, here it is. Europa Park. And then we're just outside of it. Okay, it's a really nice amusement park. We rode rides there last month. That's cool. So let's do right there. Kind of close. We did decent. We did decent, especially since I kind of picked up the pace there at the end. But, okay, I guess Freezite has been there, actually. But, with that, that is the stream for this week, and unfortunately, it means, well, so next week, we're starting over again. Woo! I'm so excited to start over again. But we will power through. We will get back to 500 eventually. I don't know when, but eventually. So, with that, have a great night, everybody. Wonderful week, and I will see you all back here, same time.